What's up? What's up, my Mind Your Money business folks? It's me yet again with another video on today's stock market news. And as always, hopefully you're in the market and not trying to time the market because that is simply impossible to do. So hopefully you guys are having a blessed day. I just woke up. Well, not just woke up, I just got out of bed. Yeah, I slept in. All right, so what happened today? It says S&P 500, NASDAQ, Dow, fall as weak jobs data sparks Wall Street worries. So what are they worried about? So let's see here. It says U.S. stocks reversed course on Friday as investors took in a softer than expected jobs report, with imminent interest rate cuts seen as certain after this week's run of weak labor data. So, will interest rate cuts happen now because of all of this weak data that's coming in, is being reported? We shall see when the Feds meet later on this month. So it says the S&P 500 fell 0.3%. The Dow lost 0.5%, and the NASDAQ slipped just below flatline. The declines mark a pullback from sizable gains earlier in the session. That's what happens sometimes in the market. So it says here the U.S. economy added just 22,000 jobs in August, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That was far short of expectations of 75,000 and adds more evidence to the narrative of dramatically slowing U.S. labor market. The unemployment rate rose 4.3% compared with 4.2% the previous month. Revisions to data from July and June in Friday's report suggest that over the last 3 months, the U.S. economy has created fewer than 30,000 new jobs. The revisions also showed a negative print in June, the first labor market shrinkage since 2020. So the jobs report, the first since President Trump fired the head of the BLS, capped a week of data showing cracks in the labor market. That has fed Wall Street certainty that a rate cut is coming at the Federal Reserve's September meeting, which was always the plan. There's nothing new. So traders are now pricing in a 100% chance of a reduction and bets a rising on a jumbo 50 basis point cut. Okay, so Treasury yields sank following the report, with the 30 yield falling below 4.79% after nearing 5% earlier in the week. The benchmark 10-year yield dropped 4.07%, its lowest since April. So after the release, Trump voiced further criticism of Fed Chair Jerome Powell in a social media post. Jerome, too late, Powell should have lowered rates long ago. As usual, he's too late, he wrote. His comment comes a day after Senate hearing to confirm Trump's pick, Stephen Miron, as Fed governor, as the White House tries to recast the Fed in pursuit of rate cuts. So meanwhile, the AI trade got a boost after an upbeat outlook from Broadcom. And Broadcom went up a lot today. And a report that the U.S. economy has signed a deal to build OpenAI first chips. Its shares jumped roughly 9%. Elsewhere in tech, shares of Tesla rose after the EV maker's board proposed paying CEO Elon Musk $1 trillion in compensation if performance targets are met. 1 trillion. Wow. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Due to the weak jobs report, the market took a hit. Yeah, so let's see how bad it was. So the S&P 500, my S&P 500 ETF SPLG lost 22 cents today, closing out at $76.15. Broadcom gained a whopping $28.79 today, closing out at $334.89. Palantir lost $3.03 today, closing out at $153.11. Tesla gained $12.31 today, closing out at $350.84. My Information Technology ETF, FTEC, gained 46 cents today, closing out at $208.01. Nvidia lost $4.64 today, closing out at $167.02. Meta gained $3.80 today, closing out at $752.45. Apple lost 9 cents, closing out at $239.69. And that's pretty much it, people. That's it. Again, hopefully you guys are in the market. You're not trying to time the market. You are investing. If you are investing, hopefully you're making smart investments, or you having someone invest on your behalf. In order to take advantage of investing, you must have access to adequate income. Your income, if you don't have a lot of income, that means you're more than likely in a lot of debt, or you are not making a lot of income. So you need to work on that, possibly get a better job, get a second job, and get out of debt. In order to get out of debt, you need a plan, and that plan is called a budget. So you take all the money that you earn after taxes, and you subtract all the money that you have going out each month for bills, your car loans, personal loans, your credit card debt, your student loan debt, food, insurances, utilities, subscriptions, eating out, shopping. Average all those things up and subtract it from your income. And more than likely, most people are exceeding the amount that they bring home each month when it comes to the subtraction of debt, because they're using credit cards. A lot of people are. You may not, but a lot of people are. That's why the credit card, people are trillions, well, when you add them all up together, trillions of dollars in credit card debt. People are. So either way, get out of debt, create a plan with a budget, start telling your money where to go so you can stop trying to figure out where it all went. Pay off all your debt, and when you start paying off your debt with that budget, stop all investments. I know, stop all investments. Don't invest into your kids' college fund. Deplete your savings account to $1,000. That $1,000 will be your emergency fund. I haven't said that a lot, but deplete your account down to $1,000. And that $1,000 again will be your emergency fund, and start throwing all your money towards debt. Then when you get out of debt, you can start investing 15% into your retirement account. You can create 3 to 6 months of living expenses, and that will now be your emergency fund instead of that $1,000. You can start investing back into your kids' 529 college fund, and you can tackle your mortgage if you have a mortgage. If you don't have a mortgage, it's okay. If you want a mortgage, save up to 20% down payment, put it down on that home, and finance that home for 15 years. I say 15 years so you can save yourself all the interest payments of a 30-year mortgage. Pay that home off early. You could be done in 2, 5, 7, 10 years instead of 15 years. And now you have access to all of your money at whatever age you're at, which gives you options and a lot of freedom and a lot of calmness in your life, right? So yeah, so I'm gonna end this video. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think, if you think anything at all. Oh, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I pretending to be one. So please consult with a financial advisor before you invest any of your hard-earned money. All right, so you guys take care. Oh, I thought. Have a blessed day. Peace.